and gentle tide. From quiet mornings to sunlit dreams, a cozy little world built on hope and ease. Every post feels warm, every moment real, a soft place to land when you need to heal. Not chasing fame, just sharing the light, turning small moments into something bright. She's laughter in the chaos, calm in the noise, turning lonely hours into shared joy. A sparkle of magic, a heart that shows. If you found your sling set, you already know. Sweet streams flowing, connection first, celebrating creators, lifting the hurt, games and stories, cozy and kind, a space where you're welcome just as you arrive. It's not about numbers or being seen, it's the in-between moments, soft and serene, where kindness matters and voices belong, and everyone's invited to sing along. She's laughter in the chaos, calm in the noise, turning lonely hours into shared joy. A sparkle of magic, a heart that shows. If you found your place, you already know. She's laughter in the chaos, calm in the noise, turning lonely hours into shared joy. A sparkle of magic, a heart that shows. If you found your place, you already know. Through cat ears and fantasy, comfort and cheer, a little bit of magic lives right here. When days feel heavy, your nights feel long, she reminds you that you're already strong. A gentle light in a dark place.
I'm hoping that anyway. I don't really know how I'm doing yet because I'm not quite awake. But the good news is that I have coffee. So that's awesome. Which I haven't even taken a drink of yet. So this is my first drink of coffee that I am sharing live with all of you. Cheers. So good. Let me turn my phone on Do Not Disturb because I know that literally everybody will suddenly want to disturb me, which is whatever. I don't care. Alright, so guys, let me know how the sound is and stuff. So if it is just overwhelming on one side or the other, just let me know and I can turn it down however I need to do that. Yeah, I think it's fine for now. But anyway, so the plan is today is to talk about, I really love true crime. And like if I'm not watching Twitch or watching kids or watching, you know, something on Disney or whatever with them, I'm watching true crime. Like whether it be like blue collar crime, white collar crime, murders, internet crimes, you know, whatever. I love true crime. So I was thinking, why not? I play my cozy games like I always do and talk to you guys about various true crimes that I might be interested in at the time. So that's what I'm going to do today. So we're going to talk about that stuff. So let's settle in for a second. This is just one of those days where we're not going to rush. We're not rushing anything. We're not doing jump scares, no wild theories or, you know, anything like that. We're just going to vibe. We're going to talk about facts. And you wouldn't believe how much this particular crime that I'm going to talk about today changed, like, literally everything with the way that over-the-counter medication is handled in stores, in factories, like tracked by, you know, lot numbers and things like that. This particular crime made all of that happen, which is absolutely crazy to me. Okay, so I know that sounds like super dramatic, but don't give up on me yet. You know, we're still gonna do some coziness. All right. So a lot of you guys know that here lately I've been dealing with a lot of tooth pain, like the worst kind of tooth pain, like throbbing, like it's just awful. It's awful. I'm gonna go try to find this girl again because I have like some stuff to give her. But, maybe I don't anymore. I don't know. I'll have to look. I think I'm still in, like, the tutorial, like, learning how to do stuff, maybe. Yeah, I still need to go give her apples, I guess? Okay. Anyway. So, because I've been dealing with tooth pain a lot, it made me think about, you know, just taking over-the-counter medication because, like, I can't have NSAIDs anymore, so, like, ibuprofen, Aleve, stuff like that. I can't take those anymore, but Tylenol. Right now, I'm, like, religiously taking, you know, extra-strength Tylenol every 6 hours just to kind of keep my mouth pain at a minimum. You know, I did have the tooth taken out. I didn't stream the last 2 Sundays, or the last 2 times I planned on streaming, simply because of where I got the tooth pulled. It dry socketed twice in the last 2 weeks. Like and it's crazy. I don't smoke. I don't drink alcohol. I don't, you know, drink from straws usually. You know, all the things they tell me to not do, I don't do anyway. Like as a habit, I don't do those things. So So I'm not really sure why I'm getting dry socket now, other than maybe, I mean, I could be possibly lacking of some minerals or protein or something since the gastric bypass, but who knows? Anyway, I'm getting off track. But we've all had tooth pain. It's excruciating. We hate it. It's just fucking sucks. So you just literally reach for whatever you think is going to work at the time, and you think in your head, well, the dentist told me to take Tylenol every 6 hours, so I'm going to grab some Tylenol. I'm going to make sure that I have Tylenol on hand, okay? And just to give you a little bit of let's try that again. Nope. Hmm. It's being a pain, so hang in there with me, guys. I don't know why I can't. I don't know why I can't hear the things, and can't. I can't get my brother's attention to answer me. Anything? Yeah, I got nothing. That's so crazy. Like, I can't hear it, but I can't tell if you guys can hear it. Like, it's showing that you can, but I've tried to ask my brother if he could hear any of this, and he's not answering me, so I have no idea. No, I'm not worried about my voice, brother. I'm worried about the redeems. When you hit a redeem, are you able to hear it? I cannot hear it. Can you hear it? Hello? So you haven't been able to hear this stuff either? I don't know what is going on. I thought I had this fixed. This is what happened 2 weeks ago. Like, nothing had sound. I couldn't hear anything. No one else could hear anything. Like, I hear the slap. Did you hear it? You heard the slap? Okay. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna turn the game off and try it again, because the same thing was happening last time. Like, I was playing this game and none of my sound would work. Yeah, the voice is good now, right? Yeah. Still can't hear that. You can hear that? Okay, because I can't hear that. Okay, so my voice sounds good now. I don't know why Mix-Up is not working, like why I'm not getting my alerts, but at least I could see that the alerts are going off. I just can't hear them. And if you're able to hear them, that's fantastic. All right. You can hear what?
Heartopia.
What did you hear? Oh, wait. No, you said you heard that redeem. Okay, never mind. I'm being dumb. Say it. Oh, dang it. Are you able to hear the music, bro? Bro. Can you hear the music and the game music and whatever? Like, does it sound okay? Now, the game doesn't have a lot of sound, but at least can you hear the lo-fi music in the background? Because I can keep an eye on my channel point. You can hear the game, but can you hear the music? It's just lo-fi music. No music? What about now? Bro. Can you hear that? Brother. Can you hear that? You can hardly hear me? Like, I literally have the mic right in my face. Can you hear me better now? Like, you cannot hear me at all? Like, no words out of my mouth right now? Okay, what about now? Okay. All right, so can you hear the music? Okay, yeah, it's supposed to be low. It's just something in the background. Okay. Maybe I can get through this stream without anything else breaking. Hey, Moon. My redeems, I cannot hear the sounds. So if you can hear them, great. This is like 3 weeks in a row. I cannot get this thing to work. And it's pissing me off. And I'm just going to ignore it today and get back to my stream, because as long as you guys can hear it, man, it's pissing me straight the fuck off. Like, for real. Like, I can't hear them, and I've totally just wiped my whole stream scenes and everything and rebuilt it all, and I still cannot hear anything. Like, I could turn, someone else's stream on, like it through a web browser, and I can hear it fine. I can hear my work fine. So it's not the headphones, it's not my computer, it's not the USB port, it's not anything like that. And some of the redeems I can hear, some of them I can't. Sometimes I can hear the game sound, sometimes I can't. So as you can see, I'm very frustrated, and it's not just because it's today, it's because it's been 3 weeks. And I'm just so over it. I don't know what to do. And honestly, it only happens when I play Heartopia. I don't know why. It might just be because that's the game I've tried to play the past few times. I don't know, but yeah, I'm getting really, really irritated with it. But I don't want to deal with it right now. I don't want to think about it. It's whatever. Yeah, I know. It does that, but I'm saying, like, you guys can't hear my mix it up, the redeems. You can't hear blurps or bleeps or whatever they're called. And some things that run through Mix It Up you can hear. Some of them you can't. But I can't for the life of me. Like, I found where my audio is going through in Mix It Up, and it's going through my headset. But I'm not hearing it. Like, I've checked the monitor on OBS. Like, something is not right. And I've already wiped everything and rebuilt it, and it's still not right. And at this point, I don't know what else to do. Yeah. But, like, I can hear the game now. See, you hear the birds chirping? I can hear the game. But the redeems, I can't hear those. So I just kind of have to keep an eye on my chat and hope that I catch them. So I'm just like, you know what, whatever. I'll just roll with it. Like, I've been talking about, for like 30 minutes, I've been trying to talk about the Chicago Tylenol murders. I don't know if you've heard of them. But this whole time I've been talking, I didn't realize nobody could hear me, and I was getting mad. Like, my BPD was really kicking off because I was getting very mad because I felt like my brother was ignoring me, which I knew he was watching my stream. I felt like he was ignoring me. He was like my only mod, so. But we got that fixed, so now you guys can actually hear me, and I can start talking about it again. So anyways, so you know that, like, you and Dashy have been helping me somewhat when you guys have a chance about ways that I can make my stream a little bit better. And one of the things is I'm gonna try to tie in some of the things that I'm interested in. And one of those is true crime. I love true crime. It doesn't have to be murder. It could be like bank robberies and, whatever. I just am really super duper interested in true crime. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm going to play my cozy games and talk to you guys about whatever case has struck my fancy at the time, which today is the 1982 Chicago Tylenol murders. So I'm just going to start over, okay? I didn't realize nobody could hear me. And brother, I love you. You're good. I'm not mad at you. It was a miscommunication. We're all good. All right. So I was born in 1981. So honestly, there has never been a time in my life that I can remember that has ever, that medication's never had like the shrink wrap, the foil labeling, lot numbers. That wasn't a thing. But I don't remember a time in my life where that wasn't a thing. And that game is really loud now for some reason, to me. So anyways, it is louder, isn't it? Yeah, that's why I was like, dang, what the... I'll just turn it off, honestly, because I like the lo-fi and just talking. Oh, it's still there. Okay. So, which is funny that I just turned the game sound off because that was one of my biggest complaints, is that I couldn't hear the game sound. So the case actually came back to my head because, Moon, I've been talking about it somewhat in Discord, but my teeth have been bothering me. I had one pulled like 2 weeks ago and it dry socketed, then it dry socketed again. So it's like pain, constant pain. And it's like a rotating pain management craziness with Tylenol every 6 hours. I can't take NSAIDs. I know, right? It is rude. It's so rude. But Tylenol, which we all think is super safe. Like, there's some of us obviously that can't take it, but that's, it's, everybody's different. But anyway, but it's a trusted name. It's a, people trust it. They know if you have a fever, take some Tylenol. That's like number one, take some Tylenol. You call 911 and they see you have a fever, they're going to give you some Tylenol. But whenever you have super like crazy throbbing dental pain, it's literally, you're going to reach for whatever you think is going to work at the time. Whether it's swigging some Jack Daniels and swishing your mouth with that, or, people do crazy stuff for dental pain. But it's like, yeah. Anyway, I'm getting off on a dental pain tangent. I'm sorry. But when you have dental pain going on, it hurts, Yeah, Virus One, it's my bro. To really understand like the magnitude of this case and why it was so just crazy and how it literally changed the world. Hey, Oreo Fish, welcome in. Moo. Rude pain, now true crime. I get it, right? So it was in the early 1980s. I was born in 81. This happened in 82, and people trusted their food. They trusted their medicine. They trusted that if something was on a store shelf, that it was going to be safe. At that time, there wasn't, tamper-proof seals on anything. There wasn't, the plastic wrap around the bottles that you have to fight with. Like literally me, I'm like trying to get to the freaking perforated little edge on there. Freaking hate it. I can never. There wasn't any, if the seal is broken, don't take it, warnings. There wasn't any of that. It's basically like, we live life like, don't be stupid. If you do something stupid, you're probably going to die. Don't do that. So we didn't slap warning labels on literally everything. Oh no, come back, Bubble. You better come back. I'm going to follow that thing. Oh, it's coming back. Yay. Gimme. Ooh, timber. Families shared medicine bottles. You know, you take one, put it back, no big deal. Painkillers weren't scary. They were helpful. They helped you. You know? Do any of you guys remember medicine bottles without safety seals, or have they just always been something that's been regular in your life? Like for me, it's always been regular in my life, even though I was born a year prior to this happening. So I don't remember a time that wasn't with warning labels. Regular for you too? Yeah, me too. You know? So anyway, so in September of 1982 in Chicago, there was this 12-year-old girl who had woke up and was not feeling very good. Nothing crazy, not like, oh God, her appendix burst, whatever. No, it wasn't anything like that. It's just she just didn't really feel very well, right? Well, parents checked her out. She had a fever. They gave her some extra strength Tylenol. And literally within minutes, she collapsed after taking regular strength Tylenol. She was rushed to the hospital and she died. 12 years old. Parents just doing exactly what I do. You know, if one of the kids comes in here and says they don't feel good, I check them for a temperature. If they have one, I give them a little bit of children's Motrin or some children's Tylenol. And send them on their way, tell them to lay down, take a little nap, they'll feel better. But that wasn't the case for her. Her name was Mary Kellerman, and she died. And at first, nobody thought that it was the medicine. They're just like, oh my gosh, like, was she sick? Was it worse than what they thought it was? You know? I mean, why would you? You know, I mean, I wouldn't. Like, my first thought, if I was to give one of my grandkids medication, something that I give them every day, like sit literally right here on my desk, children's Motrin, because I keep this shit on tap, okay? I do. I wouldn't think anything of it. I would just get the bottle, measure out my 5 little milliliters and give it to them and tell them go lay down. The doctors at the time, they had just assumed that it was a stroke or it was like a sudden medical event, you know, because those do happen. I just had a really good friend of mine in the streaming community. He's part of Dead Fam. He passed away just like 2 months ago, entirely unexpected. Nobody saw it coming. It was just like, hey dude, how's it going? Bam, he's gone. It happens, right? And it doesn't matter how old you are, whether you're 12 or 30 or, you know, whatever. Something tragic, but it had to be explainable. But then it happened again. So now there's a 12-year-old girl dead. And now adults, healthy people, are just collapsing after taking Tylenol. Isn't that crazy? Like, you take a couple extra strength Tylenol and you die. Look, I'm getting so like into this that I'm forgetting to even play the game, because like I've been thinking about this for, you know, I mean, I've had 2 weeks of nothing but dental pain. I've had time to think. So, oh, I gotta go find Massimo now. Okay. I can't even either. I know, I like my mug too. This guy, Virus11980, who is my brother, got me this coffee mug. So I actually don't like bacon anymore. Ever since I had my gastric bypass surgery, I don't like it. It's weird because you have to chew for like so long, and chewing bacon fat forever is gross. I just don't like it. But I can still have my bacon and eggs every morning in the form of my coffee cup. If my body wants coffee that day, because sometimes I don't even like coffee half the time anymore. And yes, bro, you can have my bacon when we have bacon, but she'd give the bacon first. All right, we gonna fight for it. We gonna fight for it. That's what we're gonna do. My Arkansas just came out. We gonna fight for it. Anywho. So eventually the medical examiners, they started noticing the same thing. Like they were running toxicology reports and, you know, autopsies and stuff. They noticed cyanide. In everybody that had collapsed and died, there was cyanide. The only thing better than bacon is more bacon. Oh, that's true. It wasn't just a little bit of cyanide. It was lethal amounts. If you think about it, listen, don't get around my Arkansan family, Linksy. I'll start trying to keep you all night to play games. Yeah. Well, let me tell you what. I have seriously thought about putting in a redeem on my stream called Southern Fried, because Southern Fried, like smooth talking Southern women who talk like this, they can make you just feel like jack shit with saying shit that just sounds like sugary sweet coming out their mouth. They really can. Yeah, but anyway, now I was born in Arkansas, born and raised in Arkansas, and then I moved to Maine, and the combination of living in Maine and living in Arkansas, it kind of like the Southern is there. Yeah, I know, right? The Southern is there, especially when I'm tired or really fucking stoned. But otherwise, it's meh, whatever. It's a little watered down anymore. I lost my train of thought. We were talking about something. Born in Little Rock, lived there for 9 years. Nice, nice. I lived in Cabot for a little while, and I lived in it's like the outskirts of Little Rock. I don't remember. People had Tylenol, but laced with different thing that made them bleh. Cabot, yes, Cabot. Yeah, it wasn't just laced with cyanide. It was somebody had opened the extra strength Tylenol capsules and had emptied out the contents of a capsule and filled it with cyanide. So it was literally enough cyanide to kill an army ingested into one person. Can't hear, I forgot I had food going. Oh. You can't hear me right now? I don't know. The part that really wrecked people about this whole case is that the pills weren't contaminated at the factory. You know, they did their testing, it wasn't from the factory. Like literally somebody had walked into these businesses, and it wasn't just one business, it was multiple businesses chosen at random. Oh, there he is. Look at me. He's probably watching me run around like an idiot. They had taken the bottles off the shelves, opened them, poisoned the capsules, and then quickly put them back. Anyone could have picked one up. I could have picked one up. You could have picked one up. You know, it was completely at random. There wasn't a target. There wasn't a warning. Just completely random. So, like, how do you protect yourself against complete random? You can't. You know? So, be honest. Would poison even cross your mind if someone had collapsed like that? Like if you had known somebody had taken some Tylenol and then, like, you know, 10-15 minutes later they're just gone, just boom, would you have thought immediately that it was a Tylenol, or would you think that it was like somebody was poisoned, or what would you think? Because me, I don't know. Like, I don't think that my first guess would have been the medication, especially if I was alive back then, whenever the product tampering seals and stuff was not around. And of course, we all know that, you know, we just went through the whole COVID-19 thing. So we all know that fear spreads faster than facts, 100%, always does. And parents were terrified. Once the connection became public, like between Tylenol and these deaths, panic moved faster than the investigation. Like, it was crazy. News stations warned people not to take Tylenol. Stores pulled the products. People dumped pills down sinks and toilets. Johnson & Johnson, I'm skipping ahead just a little bit here, but Johnson & Johnson, which is the creators of Tylenol or the manufacturers, whatever, they did an unprecedented move that no company like them has ever done in the interest of public safety. Okay? They recalled every single bottle of extra strength Tylenol that they had in every location, like 31 million bottles of extra strength Tylenol they recalled. Johnson & Johnson did. They didn't have to. They weren't asked to. They just did it in the interest of public safety. Cost him like hundreds of millions of dollars to do this. You didn't really miss a whole lot. You know me, my ADHD squirrels so hard. News stations warning people not to take Tylenol. Stores were pulling the products. People dumped pills down sinks and toilets. Parents were terrified, as they should have been. Like, imagine sitting in your house, looking at your medicine cabinet, wondering if anything in there is safe. And no one knew how many bottles were poisoned. It could have been 5, 50, more. I mean, how do you even fathom something like that? Yeah, right? It's crazy. It's been almost an hour, so let's pause here just for a second. I know, Moon, you just got back. We're going to continue where we left off. I'm going to get up and stretch because it is important for me to get up and stretch. So, chat, let's pause here. You food? Good. Let's pause here. Stretch your shoulders. Get some water. This one of those cases where the emotional weight sneaks up on you. So I will be back. And think about this. If you were alive back then, do you think you would trust any over-the-counter medication after this happened? Okay, just think about it. We don't know the significance of it yet. We know that the authorities have discovered that somebody has tampered with Tylenol at various locations and put cyanide in the capsules, and people are dying. That's where we're at right now. So when I come back, we will continue. I forgot that my be right back screen I haven't built it back yet, so I will be right back. returned. All right. Welcome back, everybody. So, I had to get a little bit of a stretch in. My camera's being all wonky. I think I actually bumped it. There we go. Let's do it like that. Okay. So, yay, return. Yep, I am here. All right. So, before the little break, we were at this point. Hey, Dest, how are we doing? Welcome in, friend. Good to see you. Okay. So where we left off before the break is at this point of the story, the deaths, like it's no longer quiet. Like, you know, the world knows, the public knows. So I'm good. Just woke up enjoying some coffee. How about you? Hey, I just woke up like 2 hours ago, and I too am enjoying some coffee. Cheers. The moment, it's pretty good. I can't drink a lot of it. Like I probably maybe will get halfway through this cup, but whatever. I enjoy it while I have it. Can I get a shout out for Desk, bro? If you hear me. If not, I'll grab it in a minute. So the moment the cyanide is publicly confirmed, the media absolutely locks in. Like we're familiar with it. Like COVID, whenever that happened, there wasn't nothing or anywhere you could go or anything you could do to get away from it. You know, it was everywhere. And also remember, this is 1982. Social media wasn't a thing. Like there wasn't Facebook, there wasn't TikTok, there wasn't Twitch, you know, there wasn't anything. There wasn't push notifications on your phone. Smartphones weren't even a thing. Cell phones were... I don't even think cell phones were a thing in 1981. And if they were, you had to have a lot of money to have one. The nightly news was everything. You know, families sat down after dinner and watched anchors say things like, do not take Tylenol. Check your medicine cabinets. Multiple deaths possibly linked to over-the-counter medication. Like, trusted brand, Tylenol. We trust that brand. And that kind of message, it lands differently when it's coming from TV in your living room back then. Now we see something on TV or, you know, somewhere and we're like, I'll believe it when I see it, you know, or, oh, that's AI. But this was real. This was absolutely real. So imagine this breaking on Twitch or Twitter today. Do you think it would have been better or worse? I personally think it would have been worse. Way worse. If social media was a thing. Like, when this happened in 1982. I still don't understand this whole playing a tune thing. Like, I went and just clicked a couple notes and did the quest. But, alright, so find the loot, hold, open the backpack and play the loot for the girl. Let's see. 3 blind mice. 3 blind mice. See how they run. See how they... Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, that's gotta be enough. They say the same thing. See, I don't have sound on, so I can't hear it. Hey, bro, thanks for the slap. You're probably a beginner, right? Oh, no, I don't mean anything by that. Yeah, sure. Whatever, lady. So, but yeah, I'm with you. It would have been wild. Absolutely wild if that was to happen today. It totally didn't make you jump. Sorry. You know, even though the deaths were centered around Chicago, the fear didn't stay local. It went across the nation. People across the country, they stopped taking Tylenol immediately. The hospitals were flooded with calls. Poison control lines lit up. parents were afraid to give their kids anything, not just Tylenol, but anything. And the worst part, no one could say how many bottles were poisoned. Like, how many are out there? How many people are going to be hurt by this and affected by this? You don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to get my camera adjusted right. I kind of lowered it today. And, yeah. There wasn't any way to track them because they didn't have the barcode, or not barcode, but the lot numbers and things like they do now. And they were already mixed in with the safe tablets or the capsules, so it isn't like you could just open the bottle and pick the bad one out. There is no way to warn the public, like, hey, if it looks like this, don't take it, because they all look the same. You know, the uncertainty, I think it was the uncertainty of this whole event is what broke people, honestly. Oh, you're thinking about House? Why? God, don't tell me. Is my resting bitch face as good as House's? Could be. Maybe. I've been looking at my face and how much gastric bypass has, like, aged me. I feel like it's aged me. Like, I need to... I'm not a girly girl. I'm really not, like, I'm not hip with the ways of, like, hydrating and such. And I just feel like my skin just is dull right now. No, like, there was a few episodes where they were given wrong meds. Oh, yeah. You're right. But they would look similar. Yep. I remember that. I don't remember what exactly the drugs did or what, but it was like a common one and a not so common. I remember that. So, yeah. But it was that the uncertainty of what to do, that's where it damaged people the most. I really hate that I'm not, like, centered on my camera. I'm like, all, let's just do that. Whatever. I don't need to see my name. I know who I am. Will treasure every single note in his heart. So the medical examiners ended up confirming something really chilling. I do what? I sometimes. I mean, today I do. Tomorrow, I don't know. An hour from now, I don't know. Once I start smoking some more weed, I don't know. Oh, I gotta open my backpack and play the lute for the boy. Aw, love you too. Oh, nope, he's not in my backpack. I gotta open my backpack. Draw. Hold. I guess I was already holding it. I didn't notice that I was holding this giant ass lute in my hand. I can't imagine going through that either. Kitty, thank you so much for the raid. I don't know why my sound alerts are not working, but I love you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Kitty. I appreciate you. We got Taz, the Grim Reaper. What is up, guys? Thank you so much. Hi. I'm still working on rebuilding my OBS, so I don't have my raid screen, but hi, everybody. My name is Linksy, and I am streaming Heartopia today and talking about the 1982 Chicago Tylenol murders. And we're just kind of chilling, relaxing. The stream is lurker friendly. Follow anonymous. If you follow me and you want to tell me that you follow me, you can. Sure, whatever. I don't care. Just wash your hands. And if oh, anyway, lurker friendly, follow anonymous. I don't have a user manual. Don't be an ass. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Whatever. I smoke a lot of weed and ramble on, and my ADHD catches into effect. Hi, WWE2K. Hi, Kitty. Thank you so much for the raid. I fucking love you. I think I'm on like getting really close to like stream 40 in my streak for you. Cheers! I don't have a command for cheers, but hey, quick, hand me a pipe. I think my other half has it. Love your face. Holy Daughter's love as well. Aw, thank you so much. They said cheers, so I got to take a hit of pipe, but I don't have nothing in my pipe. Oh, I love your face too. Thank you so much for the raid. It really means a lot. It really does. Especially I haven't streamed in a couple weeks because my mouth, but which is actually what led me to thinking about this particular case that I'm talking about today. We can get back to that. But Kitty, if you got a raid and run, please do. I know that you stream like ungodly amount of hours every single day, so please go eat and smoke and whatever you gotta do, love. So back to what we were talking about. Just chilling, you'll be here? All right, love. So the medical examiners confirmed something chilling, that each victim had ingested a lethal dose of potassium cyanide. Not just a little bit, not just a sprinkling in their Coke, which there is a case about that at one time or another. Oh, I didn't play it for him? Odd. Yeah. Deagle! What the? Wow. I think he might have a new profession. Anyway, so, and thank you for that giant emote there. That was lovely. And bro, thank you for gifting that sub to Kitty Wubstub. Enjoy all of the Hello Kitty emotes and rainbow sparkly crap. All right, so now I gotta go to the windmill. I'm kind of playing and just like talking to you guys at the same time, which honestly, this is like the most fun I've had on a stream in quite some time, because I feel like I'm not just sitting here tripping over my own silence. I actually have something to talk about, which is great. My other half here is loading up my little cheers, and then I'll smoke with you, Kitty, and then I'll get back to my Tylenol murders. I know that Moonsteak is on the edge of her seat to hear more. I'll get better at this storytelling at some point. But here you go, Kitty. Cheers. What kind is this? Oh, that smells fresh. All right, Kitty. There we go. Cheers. This is Super Lemon Haze. Almost 25% THC. Cheers! It's so good. It's so good. Oh my god. And I've been trying this dab. It's a sativa. I could still function on it. I could smoke the dab and drive and manage the kids and everything. It's just like a full body high, and I fucking love it. I fucking love it. And my hair. It's like just chilling back there. I don't even know what the hell's going on. It's like dry, half dead. But look at my gobbler, Kitty. It's going away. I'm so excited. All right. I don't want to get too stoned, because then we'll all just be sitting here and watch me take a nap. All right. We don't need another sleep streamer. Yeah, I mean, it would be rather entertaining. I'll put my CPAP machine on. It'll be all super sexy with like rubber on my face and straps and the Darth Vader. Yeah, it'll be awesome. So it wasn't, like I was saying, it wasn't trace amounts, rubber and straps on your face. Oh yeah, you know it. It wasn't trace amounts of cyanide. It wasn't just like a random contamination of accidental like rat poison or whatever. it wasn't anything like that. It was deliberate, and it was intentional poisoning. And it had become clear very, very quickly that it was not a manufacturing issue. Like, it was not Johnson and Johnson's fault. The capsules had been reopened and resealed. So it was, like I said, it was a deliberate act, and it happened in the stores, in public, where it could have been anybody. Anybody had access. Like, you know, you go into a store now and you pick up a bottle of Tylenol. It's got the plastic seal at the top. It's got the aluminum sheet at the top of the bottle, and then the cotton thing in there. Like, it takes a little bit of effort. Somebody's going to notice if you're sitting there trying to mess with a Tylenol bottle. But back when this happened in 1982, none of that was a thing. You could just walk in, open a bottle, drop a capsule in, close it, walk off. Done. That's, yeah. It wasn't a recall problem. This was a human problem. Absolutely. Isn't that a cute emote? I love it. Aw, thank you. That Hello Kitty bong smoking one, that actually Potato PC gave that to me. I really like it a lot. Funny enough, I don't smoke from bongs, but I do like that emote quite a bit. All right, so at this point, law enforcement is in full shamble mode. Like, local police, the state authorities, federal agencies, the FBI was involved, the Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, they were involved. But, you know, chat, here's the thing. No one had dealt with something like this before. Like, this wasn't a thing. And there wasn't a playbook. There wasn't like, oh, when this happened before, we did this. I smoke carts, bongs, and blunts or joints, so yeah, I get high off. Oh, often? Yeah. Yeah, me too. I spend a majority of my you know, aliveness not smoking weed. I didn't have anything against it. I just didn't like it. Like, I didn't like it. Aw. Are you in ads now? Oh, my brother just flipped me off. Thanks, bro. Yeah, when I had my phone, I didn't get ads, but now I do. Okay, well, you just got gifted a sub, so hit that refresh, and we will continue on our way. But I didn't smoke weed like my entire life until like maybe 2 years ago, maybe. When my neurologist was like, your nerves are too far gone. There's nothing else we can do for you right now. And I was like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna smoke weed. And so I started smoking weed, and now I literally, it's not that I can't function without it, I just don't want to. It's not a lazy thing, it's that I really like not feeling like every single part of my body is gonna shatter if I move. So, So just like with COVID-19, when this happened with the Tylenol thing, there wasn't a playbook. They had never experienced anything like it before. There wasn't a protocol set forth. wasn't a, anything like a tampering response unit or, whatever. Well, I damn near smoke every day, so yeah, I like the feeling that it gives me. Oh, me too. Me too. And I have borderline personality disorder, which can be very crazy sometimes. And if I can keep myself like even like I am right now, I don't really notice like if I get amped up or not. It just kind of, I ride it out, and it's a lot better for me and everyone around me, honestly. So yay. So chat, do you think that law enforcement today would have been more prepared or still scrambling? Which it's funny that I'm asking this, because I can't help but literally think about COVID-19 and how we were scrambling. We were absolutely scrambling. Nobody knew what the hell the fuck was going on. I thought, I have to go in the observation deck, I think. So let's talk about what the investigators didn't have back then in 1982. They didn't have, security cameras in the stores. I mean, they might have, but not all stores had them. DNA technology was nowhere near what we have today. Search for the fluoride's activity trace. There's no digital receipts. There's, the social, there was paper receipts, but not where it's, yeah, it's just different. Everything was different. Like social media trail, there, social media wasn't a thing. And, obviously there wasn't any eyewitnesses. Nobody saw anybody tampering with anything. This is the center of... Aw, I missed it. Mine fluoride. I like that redeem. I can't hear them right now for some reason, but it's still funny. I like it. All right, so I gotta deliver the fluoride to Eric. Okay. And the poisonings, because they happened randomly, there was no victim connection. Like, it wasn't like, oh, it was my dad and his brother and his wife and their kids. No, it wasn't anything like that. It was, a bottle of Tylenol at one store and then another store and another store in the Chicago area. So that's like literally the only link really that they had, was that it was somebody in Chicago. Ooh, what do you got? I had applesauce. Is that thing gonna come over here now? Keep seeing this bubble. Maybe I'll catch it eventually. Eggs toast with yummy jam, ham, and some kind of cranberry paste sauce thing. Sounds pretty good. So there wasn't any victim connection with these people. They were all different ages. They were from different families, different locations. Just very different walks of life. So, nom nom nom. The only thing tying them together was a product that millions of people use. Literally millions of people use. That's what they went after, was a product that millions of people used, and it could have affected way more people than it did. So now we need to talk about the company at the center of this, which was Johnson & Johnson, which I touched base a little bit earlier. But here's where this case gets a little bit complicated. Because from like a legal standpoint, they technically didn't cause the poisonings. They didn't have to do anything. It wasn't their fault. But from a public trust standpoint, they were holding a hot potato. Like, they had to do something. And the company made a decision that was basically absolutely unheard of at the time. They pulled Tylenol from shelves nationwide, not just in Chicago, but everywhere. Millions of bottles, huge financial losses, but they did it anyway. Do you think companies today would act that fast or fight it first? I think that they would fight it. Like, I don't think they would just be like, okay, yeah, sure, let's just pull all this off the shelves and cost our company $100 million, even though we don't have to, because it is technically our fault. Which is a lot like what you would hear today, right? I love the emote vibe. Thank you, Kitty. But that's what I think. I don't think that companies would do anything about it or feel like they had to do anything about it. Have you tabbed up till I go to sleep? Alrighty. Go eepies, go shower, do all the things that do. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate you so much. Aw. So this case is the reason that you fight with the plastic seals today, which I've said that a billion times already in the stream, but that's the reason why. That's why they're a thing. So Johnson & Johnson worked with regulators and to completely redesign packaging so that it couldn't happen again. I mean, I guess it could, but it's going to be a lot harder to do. They did the sealed caps and the foil barriers, the warning labels, that phrase that says, "Do not use if the seal is broken," became the norm. I know it. Baby shark, do 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 do. I can't hear the sound effects. Hopefully you guys can. I've been dealing with some issues. Vitamins, not just for Tylenol, but for everything, like vitamins, painkillers, cold medicine, everything has those. Hey, Catitude, welcome in, love. This is Heartopia. And it was a mobile game that is now free on Steam. And I think I'm still kind of I have not been playing it for very long. And I think I might still be in the tutorial stage. So far, I absolutely enjoy it. It's very cozy. I don't feel any pressure at all. I don't want to troubleshoot it today. I'll tell you that I use Mix It Up and I can hear part of my sounds. I can't hear the other part. When I'm not streaming, I can hear them all. When I go live, I can't. And I've rebuilt my OBS, I've rebuilt my Mix It Up, I've done all the things that do, and it's not working, and I'm choosing today to not think about it, not worry about it, and just chill. I don't want to, nope, I'm good. I don't want to. Not today. I already spent 3 streams trying to fix it, and I don't want to do it today. I'm not doing it today. Not gonna do it. I've already the first 30 minutes of my stream was trying to fix this again. Not gonna do it. Maybe after stream, maybe at a later time, but not right now. Like, if you want to message me on Discord and we can work on it later, that's cool. But at the moment, I don't want to think about it, because then I'm just going to get triggered and smoke more weed and fall asleep and drink more coffee, and it's just not good. Like, I do want to fix it. I just don't want to fix it right now, because right now I'm okay. Like, I want to fix it after stream. It's been 3 weeks for me, and most of that I've been down with dental issues, but yeah, it was so bad 2 weeks ago that I just ended stream. Like, I was dealing with it for an hour and I ended stream. I've tried to fix it. I haven't been able to fix it. And now I'm just at the point where I will deal with it later. I'm not going to deal with it right now. I don't want to deal with it right now. After stream, but not right now. Cool. Like, I've already tweaked and did a bunch of buttons, and I messed things up already while trying to troubleshoot it while streaming. And right now, at this moment in the stream, I'm in a comfortable spot to where I can continue my stream and fix it later. So that's what I'm going to do. So if you want to message me on Discord about what it was that you fixed, or, you know, message me later whenever I'm not streaming and see if I've got a minute and we could work it out or whatever, that's cool, but I just don't want to do it right now. Hey, egg roll. Oh, they released a fix for it? Okay, that's probably what it is then, because I have not been able to figure it out. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, mine's been broke. But just send me the info on Discord. Or whatever. Or, you know, you can tell me here and I can go back and chat later. I'm just not going to fix it right now. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good, egg roll. And thank you. And Catitude, I do appreciate you. Thank you so much. My brain literally just flushed. So the whole Tylenol thing, that's what caused all, like, I'm 44. They released an update just now, like it just occurred, because that's crazy. So like I was saying, this happened in 1982, and I was born in 1981, so I've never known a time that didn't have the seals and all that. So, these murders is what changed all of that for everybody. Not just me, not just you, not, you know, anybody. It's the psychology of random fear. So, share. Oh, I gotta talk to him. Damn. I was just standing here like, what do I do? So, chat, this is something that I want to sit with for a second. Because, you know, most crimes feel distant because they're targeted. You know, if something happens for whatever reason, if something bad happens to somebody, it's usually a motive. There's usually a reason why, you know, and yeah. I tend to agree, but I'm not going to do the politic thing right now, but I agree. Even though that isn't really politics, that's just really stupid. There's just the wrong place, the wrong time, personal conflict, but this wasn't that. This wasn't it. This was, you go to the store, you buy a product, and you trust it because it's a product that you have used a million times. What water area does it want me to go to? Is it this? No. But that's interesting. What is that? I don't know. I get so wrapped up into talking about this incident that I forget what the hell I'm doing on here. Oh, the sparkles are there. Yay. I just couldn't see them earlier. I don't know why. Whee! So the randomness is what messes with people's sense of safety, like, in a deep way. Hey, Vendora. How are you doing, lovely? It's really good to see you. And that fear, it didn't go away quickly. Even after shelves were cleared, like they had already recalled all of the bottles of Tylenol and stuff, like the fear was still there. And even after all the warnings and everything was issued, nothing was like satisfying the fear. Like, you know, and I love this game too. It's very, very chill. Like I don't really have to use my brain a whole lot when playing it, which I'm not saying it's a game for like dumb people, because it's not. Like I'm super dumb and I could play it, but it's super, super cozy. I like the graphics, the cuteness. Like it gives Animal Crossing vibes a little bit to me, but I didn't like Animal Crossing, but I love this. I wish that the Steam version would adapt to controller. I don't usually play on controller. I just use mouse and keyboard, but the I think controller would be really nice for this. How's your froggies? I haven't popped into your stream lately. I've got 4 kids now, Venora. I've got grandkids living with me, and there's 3-year-old twins. I'm looking at my chat, my camera's here. So 3-year-old twins, a 4-year-old, and a 10-year-old, and it keeps me so busy, so busy. I was hoping that the puppy was in here, but I don't see him. They're all doing good. That's good. That's really good. So chat, let me ask you this, all right? What everyday thing would scare you the most if it suddenly became unsafe? Like if something that you do every day or use every day or whatever suddenly became unsafe, what would you do? I personally, I don't know what I would do. I don't even know what thing. Like, I do so many things on a daily, like weed. Oh my God, what if weed suddenly was like, take a hit of weed and just killed over? That would fuck my whole world up. That'd be awful. I don't even have the fish thing going right now. That was one of the issues I was having. They just released an update just now. Because, like, I'm going back to the Mix It Up thing there, Catitude. When I fired up Mix It Up this morning, they had an update. So is that newer than, like, 3 hours ago? So, oh.
I heard you needed a dog.
Oh, my brother heard that I needed a dog. Venora! This is Himmy. This is Himmy. He is a bull mastiff pit mix, and he is the only puppy from that litter. But look at look, he's half and half. He's split in the middle. His stripes. All right, so cute. Yes, he is so cute. You gonna tell him why we call you Himmy? Hmm? Because you go, ruff. Do you do that? Is that what you do? Huh? Oh, you're such a precious baby. Mwah. I love you so much. Don't tell the other dogs, but you're my favorite. Mwah. Okay, none of the other ones were in here. We're good. But this is Himmy. Hey, Red. Hey, Red. Good to see you again. Mwah. Bye, baby. Thank you, brother. Venora, I have Virus 11980 in here. I don't know if you remember him from Holy Streams, but yeah, it's my brother. He's chilling, hanging out. Oh, she said thank you for the shout out, bro.
Hey.
Yep, it's Venora Dark Wolf, but now just Venora. She changed it. She lost the Dark Wolf part.
I like the Dark Wolf.
I like the Dark Wolf too. Maybe she's just keeping that part inside now.
Mysterious,
Like,
you know?
what?
It's cool and mysterious.
Oh yeah, all mysterious is what he said. It's good to see you too, Red. What have you been up to, my friend? He probably does need a bath. He's awfully stinky. Congrats on making partner. Yes, I'm super proud of you, Venora. You and Holy and Dashy and just so many people are making partner, and I could not even be more happy for you guys, like for real. Like me, I didn't come into streaming ever having the dream of being a partner. Like if I get there, I get there. If I don't, I don't. It's not, I don't do it because of that, you know? I like the vibes. I like hanging out with people. I like, you know, making new friends. And occasionally, of course, when you make new friends, you end up with new enemies too. But in the end, it's just like way, way worth it, you know, because I love this. You've just been working on Life Friend, doing my stuff, dude. Felt same. Honestly, I'm happy with just leaving a positive impact on someone because that's what matters most to me. Thank you, Egg Roll. That's exactly like my mentality too. We've talked about this a lot in voice chat. Like, I literally feel like the majority of the things that I do in my life, like the way that I live my life, is to help others. Like, I don't stream for myself. I don't make money from streaming. Like, I might get a payout twice a year or whatever. But it's not about that for me. It's just like a nice surprise, like, oh, hey, I got a payout this month. Cool. And I spend it on the kids, you know? I'm not rich by any means. I'm not poor. I live life, you know? And like, I don't do this for the money. I do this for people because maybe something in my life that I've experienced that I end up talking about or whatever, could be impactful to them, like in a positive way, or I could be, okay, this is going to sound terrible because anybody knows that I feel that if people come to my streams only to go to sleep, at first I thought that was an insult. I was like, oh, yeah, gee, thanks, you know, but it wasn't an insult at all. It was I like your vibe. I like your voice. I like the way you talk. You're super chill. And whenever I watch your stream, I relax and I finally get some sleep. And I'm like, wow, that's really cool. And so the little things like that I can do is what I enjoy doing most about streaming. And like, even when I'm playing like DVD, I'm not playing like something cozy. I'm playing that. I'm a killer main. Look at me. I'm a killer main, but I'm super chill, super vibe. And I don't take it seriously. I run around, I'm like, oh, you almost got me, you know, just having fun. I see it as a compliment because part of me is like, how does my voice put you to sleep? Right, exactly. I'm gonna have to rinse with some water here real quick because the coffee is starting to hurt my tooth hole. And I knocked something off my desk, which is always fun. Because first, you have to identify what the heck it was. And then try to find it. I have a fairly good idea that I know what it was. But of course now I can't find it. Just a second, chat. I lost something as usual. I'm always losing something. Oh, found it. And then lost it again. Well, I managed to knock an entire table over by accident. But it's cool because I got my bottle of toothache medicine. So yay, we're good now. Oh, that was funny. All right. It's a compliment and a responsibility, in my opinion, for us night shifters. Yeah. So I don't stream at night. I'm usually asleep at night. But yeah, I get that for real. Like, but whenever I was first told that, like I was like brand new, like super green to streaming, I had thought that it was an insult, but it wasn't actually an insult. It was a compliment, and I was like super okay with that. So anyways, what I was trying to do was get a drink of water. Tooth is bothering me just a little bit, or the socket, not really the tooth. So there was kind of a little bit of a break in the case. Just when like the investigators were giving up and like they thought that they were just chasing smoke, like again, the randomness of everything has just made it very, very difficult to solve. A letter arrives, and it was addressed to Johnson & Johnson, and it claimed responsibility for the poisonings, which is cool. Oh, Holy, you're never late. You're always right on time. How you doing, sweetie? Well, I'm feeling okay, except for my socket just started hurting again. So I'm actually going to turn my cam off and put medicine on it real quick, and then do that. But I'll still be here. I'm just going to put some medicine on this real quick because it's starting to hurt. But yeah, I'm doing great. How are you doing? Did you get some rest? Are you how's Ruby? It's just like a little cotton ball thing that I gotta put in my tooth real quick, so, or put in my socket. I know it's super gross, but, and nobody really wants to watch that on cam. Hey, Red, happy birthday. How old are you this time? This time around the sun? When my birthday comes around this year, I will be 45. 45. It's crazy to me. It must feel so good to be home after being gone for 2 weeks. Like, I'm always happy to be home if I'm gone for like 5 minutes, because after paying all my bills here and stuff, I like to just stay home and get my money's worth, for real. Okay, so that should numb up really quickly, which is going to be fantastic. Man, my socket has not healed at all, Holy. Like, at all. There's nothing in there. It's just not healing. And I went to the dentist 3 times last week, and it's still not healing. So I'm just riding it out, because I was reading online about it, because like trying to figure out like different ways to like make it better and whatever. And you know, it said like 7 to 10 days the pain should subside and start healing on its own, you know. But damn, For real. I have never, ever, ever had dry socket until this time around. Is awful. So a letter arrived to Johnson & Johnson, and they claimed responsibility. I gotta fill the trough. Feed. Animal care can be fun too. Okay. They claimed responsibility for the poisonings. And the writer was demanding money, like a lot of it. Oh, wow. I have the game sound off, so I'm not hearing the little game phone calls. So I guess I'll call everybody back real quick. And said that the killings would stop if they got the money. So, like, literally for the first time, investigators had something, because prior to that, there was just nothing, you know? You're on day 4 now. Sinuses and throat are messed up right now, so I'm concerned about that a bit. Just make sure you're staying hydrated. Rotate your ibuprofen and Tylenol. Monitor whether you have a fever or not. And if it still feels bad tomorrow, go back. Like, if I wake up tomorrow and it's still really gross in there, I'm gonna go back. Yeah, I had a tooth cut out, and the socket got dry socket. Yeah, it's not fun. Okay, so this has numbed it, so I gotta take this cotton ball out. Because if I don't, I'll throw up. It's so gross. Okay. 2 teeth pulled myself. Had some complications during extraction, so it may take longer to heal. My complications was, like, you know, I don't smoke cigarettes or drink or anything like that. And if I have rules, I'm going to follow them to a T. But because my body is literally, like, in a state of malnutrition constantly, and I don't have enough vitamins, minerals, and protein, and none of that because gastric bypass, I just have limited amount of resources to heal myself. And on top of that, being immune compromised, it's just a mess. So I'm just crossing my fingers and hoping for the best. You have a Super Bowl event I'm going to this afternoon, Links. Oh, I forgot it's Super Bowl today. I have to put my phone on charge, but I'll be in and out. Just remember, you deserve all the love and support that comes your way for how awesome you are and supportive of the community. At HolyFX, super happy to see you back. Twitch is a brighter place with you around. And Venora, good to see you around. Oh, there's Olympic stuff? My game froze. Oh, it lagged. Oh, I hit the X, that's why. I had my fingers on the wrong keys. That's why. Figure skating and hockey. Okay. I totally forgot about the Super Bowl. That means tomorrow when I'm grading phone calls, it'll be a lot of people calling about not being able to see a game. Yay! So, what the investigators now have is a voice. Oh, hey, Catitude, did you hear my question earlier? I asked if that, you said the update had just come out. Was it within the last 3 hours or so? Yeah, it is. And I'll tell you what made it a lot easier for me. And it was my viewers on TikTok. I really should move my camera over because I'm talking to you guys like this. I'm talking to my OBS chat screen and not the camera itself. Okay, see on their Discord? Okay. So, what made it easier for me, Missy, and I really hope that you try it again after this. Okay, so it may have been the one that I already have, because whenever I turned my Mix It Up on today, it had an update, and I updated that, so... And I did restart it, but maybe I need to restart my whole computer or whatever. Okay, alright. We'll deal with that later. So, Missy, one thing that my TikTok... Yeah, my mouse goes on the other screens too. I can't fix that. Okay, thank you so much, Catitude. I appreciate you. It plays like a mobile game. So, yeah, I don't like it either. But, like, for this game in particular, I have a great big wide monitor, and I have it... I know it's a mobile game, but for the PC, it feels weird because it still plays like a mobile game, even though you're not playing it on a mobile device. But for, like, this, I have my game small on my screen, so it's only taking up like a really small portion of my screen, so I could keep track of where my mouse is at. I hope they do too. I'm hoping that either they do that or that they adapt it to controller, because there isn't really a whole lot of games that I play controller with, but like racing games I do, Hello Kitty Island Adventure I do, and I think this game would really benefit from controller. I absolutely 100% feel that Heartopia would benefit from having controllers, like controller features. Absolutely, 100%. But this is what made it easier for me, and thank you to my TikTok viewers. I'm not streaming on TikTok, but thank you to them because they told me the ways in which to do the thing. So on the left-hand side, this side over here where you see my mouse going, that's... like whenever you're building, that helps that. And the right side helps too. Like whenever the box comes up and it says like to tap a empty area, either click to the left or the right, not, you know, anywhere else or whatever. And with building, it helps too. Because I was trying to like build on my house, but I kept screwing it up and it was pissing me off. And remembering that this side would move things up and down and back and forth, and the other side would do the camera angle like this. So the right side does the camera angle and the left side does the other. Anyways, I hope that made sense. I really was trying to explain that, but controller would fix everything. You just play on your phone now? Yeah, I need to install it on my tablet. I just couldn't... I couldn't figure out how to... connect the two accounts, because I didn't really spend a whole lot of time trying to figure it out. There you go. I'll just tell the truth. I didn't look into it too much, or too hard. Like, I downloaded it, and I opened it, and I couldn't log into it, and then that was where I left it. Oh, it's linked together? Oh, that's crazy. Very cool. I just hit my camera like a dummy. So anyways, so when the FBI got this letter, it was literally the person who was responsible. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping in. It gave the investigators a gift. It gave them a person and a personality and, you know, a threat that they could analyze. It was something. They had something more than what they had before. Not much, but something. But I think that right now would be a good moment, again, for me to pause, because it's, you know, about the 2-hour mark. We're going to go ahead and pause and take a quick R&R and come back. So go hydrate, you know, chit chat, hang out, you know, whatever. And I'll meet back with you guys here just shortly. I gotta get up and stretch. Thanks, Missy. so muted. Now I'm a pro streamer. I didn't unmute my microphone. Yeah. I feel like my hair is doing weird shit behind the headset right here. It's driving me crazy. But whatever. Yeah, it's going okay. Still dealing with tooth issues, but whatever. It's just one of the things that's just gonna happen, I guess. I'll get over the tooth stuff eventually. How are you doing? And chat, remember where we left off before we stepped away for a moment? The investigators were absolutely overwhelmed. The public was panicked. And then that letter arrived. Of course, when that arrived, it was sent directly to Johnson & Johnson, and the person who had wrote it was claiming responsibility for the Tylenol poisonings. The letter demanded money, and it had promised that the killings would stop if they got that money. And then for the first time, the case felt like it had something solid, a voice, a motive. And for law enforcement, that's huge. So that's where we left off before the break. For sure, doing better. Been resting a lot this weekend. The week was brutal. Man, I feel that. I feel that for real, Weapon. Like, okay, not last Thursday, but Thursday before, I had a tooth pulled. It was awful. They had to remove bone and craziness. And then they sent in my pain medication, but they sent it in too late. So I was not able to get it from the pharmacy because they had already closed. And so that night, I ended up in the ER in such excruciating pain that I was throwing up. And because of that, I got a dry socket. And I had to spend the whole weekend at home dealing with nothing and dry socket. And then Monday, I did not go into work. I just drove to the dentist office and they fixed it. And then by Wednesday, I was dry socket again. And then Thursday, I was okay. And then now it's Sunday and I'm dry socket again, but I'm using this. I got another kit here. I'm using this right now and it numbs it, and it tastes awful, but it numbs it to where I can actually function and talk. So that's why I'm streaming today, because I can function and talk. But yeah. Yay. If it gets any worse, I'm going back to the dentist. But I did some research and whatnot, and a dry socket, if left untreated, it will heal on its own. It just takes longer and it is really painful. So yeah. So eventually the investigators, they traced the letter back to a guy, and his name is James William Lewis. And if you've ever heard anything about the Tylenol murders before today, this is probably a name that you have heard. Lewis, he was living in New York at the time, and he had a criminal history, which doesn't make everybody bad people, but, you know, he did have a criminal history. So how long does it take to heal up? Well, it could take a long, long time to heal up, depending at the extensiveness of the oral surgery, because I had bone removed and they had to clip, like, my bones, my roots were like hooked into my jawbone like this. So they had to cut bone out and then remove those pieces in order to get the tooth out. And it's like a gaping hole in there, and it will start healing and start forming bone back in that socket if left untreated in like 7 to 10 days. So here's hoping, because I mean, I've had, I don't know how many teeth you're supposed to have in your mouth, because I'm not a smart person, but I only have like 20. So I know I don't have a full set of teeth anymore. So I'm used to the teeth pulling game, and I know how to not get a dry socket, and I've never had one before. And then to suddenly have two, I'm like, ugh. You're not making me look forward to my wisdom teeth whenever that happens. Well, I'm going to tell you something. This stuff, I will tell you, it tastes like the devil's fucking pine cleaner. For real. I mean, it's god awful. Awful, awful stuff. Let me get this hydrate for my bro. Thanks, bro. But some Walmarts sell this and Walgreens sells this. Go ahead and get you a package of this just to have, just in case. Because if you get a dry socket or it starts fucking hurting, or if the way people are about pain medication, they don't give you enough or strong enough or whatever, or if you're like me and you don't like narcotic pain medication, this stuff is legit. It is legit. It's Red Cross Severe Toothache Relief Liquid Kit. It is under $10, and it has little cotton balls in this box. And you take the cotton ball out, you put it into this solution here. It's eugenol oil, which is derivative of clove oil. So you can imagine that it really does taste like you're freaking tongue punching the devil's fart box. It's awful. Okay, don't clip that. Anyway, and it has little tweezers that come with it. They're shitty tweezers. But yeah, you just put the cotton ball into this, put it into your tooth hole, let it sit there until the pain stops. Like, it's specifically for throbbing pain. Like it says, relieves, where is it? Relieves throbbing pain. Put it in there till the pain stops, and then take the cotton ball out. My dumbass put it in there and was so relieved that the pain had stopped that I just left it in there, which just made the whole problem even worse. So don't leave it in there. Once it stops hurting, take the cotton ball out. And don't let the oil drip off the cotton ball. Like, try to squeeze it out a little bit before you put it in your mouth. But I'm telling you, go ahead and get you a pack of this. Just to have, because the tooth that I got pulled was a wisdom tooth, and it was god awful. Never, oh, no. Okay, anyways. And I am not sponsored by this brand. I'm just telling, I'm keeping it real with you guys. This shit is legit, because it knocked me on my ass for 2 weeks, this tooth pain. And this has me here today talking to you guys. So, there you go. And it also brought the inspiration for this stream talking about true crime and the Tylenol murders. Been living life, just not the life, unfortunately. I've been the wrong kind of busy. Oh. You're good with narcotics, had them in the hospital. My roommate didn't want them though. Oh yeah, I feel you. Yeah, but it does. It tastes god awful, but it gets results. 100%. Oh. Some gold. So, be honest, you know, this guy, he absolutely did send the letter. What does he want? Oh, find Bill to participate in a sea fish event. Well, this is Bill. Did I... Oh, duh. Nice. There you go. You're about to start the sea fishing event one time this week. Now it costs 2,000 gold. Confirm? Confirm. Start an event. Okay, so now I gotta go board a boat. So anyways, we're not disputing that. Like, he did it. He sent the letter. He had a criminal history. It's proven it was him. Whatever. So be honest, like, when you hear the words extortion letter, does your brain immediately, like, jump to guilty? Like, for me, it does. Like, hey, he sent this letter. He's got to be guilty. I bet you guys are picking up that there's a bit of a plot twist here. Hopefully you are, because there is. Spoiler alert. Here's where we slow way down, chat. Even though we're running pretty slow right now because I am like super stoned. Because this is where true crime gets a little bit messy. Let me board this boat because I'm a dummy. Okay, so that's completed. Okay. So we're going to wait for this to depart. But anyway, so this is where the true crime part of it gets messy, is because investigators could prove that Lewis sent the letter. They could prove that he demanded money, and they could prove the threat was real. But what they could not prove was that he poisoned the Tylenol bottles. They had no physical evidence, no witnesses, no forensic link between Lewis and the cyanide-laced capsules. There was nothing. Nothing that placed him in the stores. Nothing that tied him directly to the murders themselves. So all they had was a letter that he sent confessing to the tampering and the murders and all that. To me, that's just crazy, honestly. It really is. So it's gonna be like, do I have to wait this out? Oh, I can start it now. Okay, let's do that. So we'll pause here just for a second before I confirm and start the event, because I know I'm going to get distracted with it for a second. Because this case, it sits right in that uncomfortable space between this looks really bad and we can prove this beyond a reasonable doubt. And those two things, they're not the same. Lewis was convicted, but only for extortion. He was never convicted for the actual tampering and all of that. And he did serve time for the crime. He was never convicted of a murder in this case at all. And the distinction matters, especially when we talk about justice. Do you think that someone should be treated as guilty if the evidence feels strong but isn't provable? I don't think so. I personally don't think so. Because there's people that, like, it's a psychological thing. They will literally admit to crimes that they had no part of, that they didn't do at all whatsoever, for whatever ungodly reason they decided to do that, and they didn't do anything wrong. They're just broken in the head. To me, that's, I don't know, that's just crazy to me. But they did convict him of the extortion, but they didn't convict him of the murders. So why couldn't investigators, push this forward? Oh, no, I missed it. These bubbles, man, they sneak up on me. All right, so I got a cat. Let's take a break with the murders here and do this event. It says, catch 5 fish, wait for return. Catch 20 fish together. Okay. That one is gold colored, so it's got to be good, right? Oh, no. I got the other one. Oh. Fishing. I play a lot of cozy games, and I think about 99% of them have some sort of like fishing mechanic in it. Like Stardew Valley is just god awful. Palea is okay, but I really like this one. It takes a little bit of getting used to, because it's literally like if you were on a cell phone and you had your thumb on the little wheel thing, but it is fun. It's easy enough I could figure it out. So, there you go. Oh, this one, I hope this is a good one. I only got 2 minutes to catch all these fish. I like this where it makes the fish swim around. That's so cool. It's like a super cool touch. I love it. All right. Get another fish. We got about a minute and a half. Got a sardine. It's going to swim around because I never caught one of them before. Thank you. All right, and next... oh, I'm facing the wrong way. All right, so now we'll just toss it in there. We'll catch what we catch. We got a minute left. Okay, are we gonna get it? I don't think we're gonna get 20 fish. But we might get the personal goal done. But God, you'd have to be super fast to get 20 fish. And I am just too stoned to be that fast. Oh, got it. There we go. Yeah, fishy, fishy. There we go. Hey, Faye. Welcome in, friend. What's up? How you doing? Love you. Oh, got another fishy. We took a break from the Tylenol murders so I could do this fishing event real quick. We are on the third part, so we're wrapping it up before end of stream. Okay, so I got the personal goal. Ooh, that's a belt fish. That's cool. Ouch. I gotta adjust. My tailbone is killing me. Okay. So now I gotta wait for a return. Oh, I missed this damn shirt again. Fastest angler. Claim rewards. Claim. Okay. Yes, I'll tap there. And then this one, I gotta go back out and get some more fish. Okay. Head to the water area and use bait. Do I have any bait? Let me answer some of these missed calls. So, why didn't the investigators push this forward, really? I mean, it's probably something that you guys are wondering. I'm definitely wondering it. Like, was there not anything that they could have done? And a few reasons is, and none of them are satisfying. Like, these are not very good reasons, is the poisoning had happened in a public area. And these were stores that specifically had no surveillance, so no video surveillance. What's this other call? The second reason was that the capsules were designed to be easily opened and closed back then. Just here for a few minutes. I have to go in early. Oh, okay. All right. Well, that sucks, but it's cool. I'm glad that you stopped in. Okay, so now I gotta claim any animal gift. Okay, gotta go to her. And third, the crime scene wasn't one location. It was dozens of stores and homes. And there was no single moment to isolate at all. And then finally, time. Unfortunately, time. Because the evidence degrades, witnesses move on, memories blur. I don't remember things that happened 20 years ago, like detail by detail, even things that were traumatic to me that I experienced and like I will never forget in my life. I can't remember every single detail, but I remember the events. And by the time technology caught up, obviously the trail was just cold. It was ice cold, Nothing they could really do about that. So people often ask, and chat, you guys might be thinking it right now too, is let me find this chick real quick. There she is. Could this be solved today with modern forensics, like with what we have now? And the honest answer is maybe. DNA could help, like if there's any left, like if usable samples were there, if they existed. Modern chemical tracing might narrow down the cyanide sources. Behavioral profiling is way better now than it was. But none of that guarantees a name. And without new evidence, reopening the case, I think it would be really complicated. So, like, if this was to happen, like this year, let's say it just happened, right? Like, do you think that they would be able to catch the person who did it quickly? Or would they still disappear like they did in this case? And the reason that this case still haunts people is that it's not because it was graphic. I don't know why I'm just... Oh, there's a skip. Okay, I'm like, why am I just watching this person ice skate? I don't really care about ice skating. Hey, Quillpin, how you doing, love? I appreciate you. It haunted people because it ends without certainty. There was no courtroom moment, like with O.J. Simpson or anything. You had the courtroom moments, there wasn't a confession, there wasn't any dramatics concerning that. There was really not ever any resolution, and that's really good. I'm really glad to hear that you're doing good. I've been catching a few of your TikToks, and I love your clips. So it's just this whole crime, this whole case is just a question mark. And that's uncomfortable, especially in true crime where we're used to answers, Oh, yay, I can upgrade. Learn that. And we're talking about, I don't know if you follow true crime at all, but we're talking about the 1982 Chicago Tylenol murders. I was thinking about that this week while I've been dealing with, crazy tooth pain. Let's see. You can view the animal group you've fed in the animal list on the left. Seasonal animals will leave the town. Excuse me. Seasonal animals will leave the town after a period of time. Cherish every moment with them. My mouth is finally numb, so when the pain actually goes away, my eyelids get so heavy. Under the bond level tab, you can check your bond level with the animal group. Okay. Tap the track button to locate the animal group's trough. Okay. It's tracked. Cool. All right. This is the Winter Frost catalog. This must be what I clicked on earlier. But just like with anything else, you know, real life doesn't always give us answers to things, so we don't really have a an answer to that. So, does an unsolved case bother you more than one with a clear ending? Like, for me, it does, because I live on IDTV, and it's my favorite channel ever. And whenever they are discussing unsolved crimes and stuff, it really makes it unsettling for me, because you don't know if that person's still out there, or, you know, what was it that caused them to stop? Did one of his victims actually kill them? Or, you know, I mean, there's so many different things. Even, and it's not just murder. It's, you know, even blue collar or white collar crime. You know, you rip off somebody for a while and then figure it out, and then they disappear, and then what? You know? So, even though this case never did get a clean ending, let's see. Participate to earn. Okay. All right. So that's all that was? Okay. Claim all. All right. So I can claim all. Tap shop gift boxes to unlock more amazing fashion wave. No, I'm not. I'll get the free one. Cool. I'm not spending money. Okay. Puzzle. After obtaining the puzzle box, you can find it in the backpack and place it in your home. Get close to the puzzle box and tap the assemble bubble to start the puzzle game. While assembling the puzzle, observe carefully. Very cool. That's cool. Okay, so I'm gonna check the fashion section. Okay. Fashion wear. Like I said earlier, I think I'm still in the tutorial thing. Limited collectibles. Cool. I didn't get my login daily stuff today. So this, like I said, this case didn't have a clear ending. It still doesn't have a clear ending, but it did literally change everything that we do. Like as far as medication and such is concerned. Like all of that has changed, like product safety and whatnot. What's this? Take this. The tamper evident packaging that we're all used to now. I mean, that wasn't a thing before this happened. I know I've said that a few times today, but it just kind of it's just crazy just how much it changed. And it wasn't optional, and it wasn't suggested, it was required. The plastic seals had to be on bottles, like everyone that struggled to open, those are mandatory. The foil that you have to peel off, it's all mandatory. And the annoying moment where you're like, why is this so freaking hard to open? You gotta remember, it's because someone somewhere decided that consumer trust mattered more than convenience. So that's pretty cool, I think. For me, as annoyed as I get with trying to open bottles and stuff, it kind of makes me feel like a little bit less annoyed. So that's kind of cool. All right, confirm learning a new hobby with the corresponding mentor. Okay. Oh, I got another call. Okay. Talk to her face to face. I missed a call. Through. Wife talk face to face. Okay. Town guide. Already. Okay. Guide summary. Okay, yeah, I already did that. Kind of got lost in what I was doing there. But that's okay. I usually get lost doing most things. Animals. Okay, so I guess I need to go there. New reward. Sweet. I'm digging it. It's still being weird. One of the biggest impacts of this case wasn't legal, it was psychological. I don't want to throw a party right now. But I do need to talk to her. People realize that danger didn't always look dangerous. That it could look entirely normal. It could look like a white bottle with a red label sitting quietly on a shelf. All right, I appreciate you. Thanks for lurking. So the victims, like I said, the first one was a 12-year-old girl. And, like, this whole thing for them was absolutely reckless. Like, the victims themselves, they weren't reckless or careless. They trusted something that had never given anyone a reason not to. And it's an important reminder because blame doesn't belong to them, you know? It's not their fault. Ouch. Every few years, someone asks if Tylenol murders should be reopened, and with modern technology and fresh eyes, and I guess I could understand why, but reopening a case isn't just about tools, it's about evidence. And unless something new surfaces, hey, thank you for the hydrate, bro. I don't see any reason why they should. Personally, I mean, it would be nice to know who it was, but without evidence, and because that's a lot of money and resources and time and whatever, they'd have to have something new to go on. But my mouth is starting to hurt, unfortunately. And I'm kind of getting a little bit hungry, which is great. So we're going to start wrapping it up here. Let's see if I can raid over to a friend of mine. Okay, nope, I won't be able to do that. So I'll have to sit here and talk to you guys while I find someone to raid. I almost made it to 3 hours, but all the talking I've been doing has made my mouth hurt, but I don't regret it. I have like 0 regrets. I do appreciate you guys sitting through listening to me ramble about Tylenol murders like I was getting paid to do it. I wasn't. It was just something that I had been thinking about and found interesting, like just how the whole thing just the whole domino effect. One thing led to another, and it literally, like, I don't, there isn't a time in my life that there hasn't been these protocols and stuff. So it's interesting to hear about how things were prior to this. But honestly, that's this. I think this is going to be like my new way, like my new favorite way to talk about true crime. Because my other half, he doesn't get into it. The kids are too small, and so it's usually just me and Faye or a couple other friends just sitting and watching true crime through Discord, and we don't really talk about it. So this is kind of cool, but we'll see how it goes, and try a different case next week, and go from there. I don't know what case. I haven't thought about it yet, but we'll figure it out. But if you're sticking around, we can hang and decompress and literally, talk if you want in Discord. If not, we're good. But let me look and see if I have anyone that I can raid right now. I like this lo-fi stuff that I have playing. All right. So, anyways, I'm gonna be back here next week and with a different case and hopefully a little bit smoother and less sound issues, because thankfully Catitude did message me. Thank you. So hopefully I can get that issue resolved, and then hopefully next week it will be less chaotic, because I felt like I was getting super duper distracted, because I was having to watch for my alerts and not listen for them because I couldn't hear them. But anyways, we're good. I'll see you guys next week. Thank you for being here. Let's go make a new friend. Bye.